Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode those dusty corporate documents to bring you the real story, and sometimes maybe we'll find a hidden treasure or a hidden problem. Today we're diving into a filing from SharpLink Gaming Inc. Now, this isn't your typical quarterly earnings report, it's a current report, meaning something significant happened that they need to tell us about right away. And let's just say this report is all about digital money and how much stock they sold. If you like staying ahead of the curve on what companies are actually doing with their finances and their strategies, then make sure you're subscribed because we break it all down. And hey, if you want to chat about these filings with other like-minded folks, we've got a Discord community linked in the description below. So come join us. So what's the big news? SharpLink Gaming Inc., a company that's involved in selling gaming-related stuff, put out an announcement on July 15th. The main points are about their holdings of something called ETH, which is a cryptocurrency, and how much money they made selling their own company stock. They're basically reporting on how they used the deal they made with a company called AGP Alliance Global Partners to sell their stock in what they call an ATM facility, which stands for At the Market Facility. Think of it as a flexible way for companies to sell their shares over time. Now let's get to the juicy part, the ETH. From July 7th to July 13th of 2025, the company bought a significant amount of ETH. They acquired 74,652 TeV, 6 ETH for a staggering $2,000 per ETH, 6 ETH for a staggering $2,000 per FT, 6 ETH for a staggering 2,000 Shrash per T6 ETH for a staggering 232. What's really interesting is what they're doing with this digital currency. They're not just holding it, they're staking it. Staking is like earning interest on your cryptocurrency by locking it up to help support the network. It's a way to make your digital assets work for you. And get this, as of July 11th, almost all of their ETH high, 99.7% of it was staked. This shows a really aggressive strategy in using their crypto holdings. By July 13th, their total ETH holdings had grown to a massive 280,706 ETH. And since they started this whole crypto treasury strategy back on June 2nd, they've already earned 415 ETH in staking rewards. That's a pretty quick return, but it's important to remember that the world of cryptocurrency is still pretty new and regulations can change. The company itself notes that their staking activities might be affected by government rules that could shift. Now let's switch gears to the stock sales. Between July 7th and July 11th of 2025, SharpLink Gaming sold a huge chunk of its own stock. We're talking about 24,572,195 shares to be exact. And the result, they brought in about 432,195 shares to be exact. And the result, they brought in about $41.13 million in net proceeds from this. This again was through that at the market facility. So they're actively raising capital by selling their shares. Let's put this into perspective. SharpLink Gaming Inc. is registered in Delaware and has a NASDAQ trading symbol of SBET. They're in the gaming business and it seems they're making a bold move into the cryptocurrency space, specifically Ethereum or ETH. Selling this much stock and buying up significant amounts of crypto suggests a major strategic shift, or at least a significant bet on the future of digital assets. Their common stock is traded on the NASDAQ, which is a major exchange. This tells us they are a publicly traded company, and these filings are for everyone to see. The fact that they're selling stock like this can mean a few things. Maybe they need cash for expansion, or perhaps they see their stock price as favorable right now and want to capitalize on it. Or as we see here, they might be funding a large acquisition of digital assets. The value of each share of their common stock is nominally 1/10,000th of a dollar, which is pretty standard for many companies. What matters more is the total value they raised, which was a hefty $413 million. That's a lot of money to put to work, and in this case, it's being used to acquire and stake Ethereum. This report also includes exhibits, and the most important one here is Exhibit 99.1, which is the press release they issued on July 15th, 2025. This press release is where all the details about their ETH holdings and ATM facility proceeds are laid out. And who's signing off on all of this? Rob Fithian, the Chief Executive Officer of SharpLink Gaming Inc. His signature here confirms the accuracy of this filing, indicating a deliberate and authorized disclosure from the company's leadership. Now, let's talk about what this all means. SharpLink Gaming seems to be making a significant pivot or a substantial investment in cryptocurrency. They're selling their own stock to fund the acquisition of Ethereum and then actively staking their Ethereum to generate rewards. This is a pretty aggressive financial strategy. On one hand, they're raising capital effectively through their ATM facility, which shows a good ability to tap into the public markets. On the other hand, tying up nearly all their acquired ETH in staking is a strategy that can yield good returns if Ethereum performs well, but it also carries risks. If the value of ETH drops significantly, or if there are issues with their staking operations or the regulatory environment for crypto, they could face substantial losses. The company is essentially betting on the future of Ethereum and their ability to manage this digital asset effectively. It's a move that could potentially lead to significant growth if Ethereum continues to appreciate and staking rewards remain strong. However, it also introduces a new layer of volatility and risk that wasn't present before, as cryptocurrency is inherently more unpredictable than traditional assets. We need to watch how this crypto strategy plays out, how much they continue to invest, how they manage the associated risks, and what the regulatory landscape looks like moving forward. It's a bold play, and as always with these kinds of bold plays, the outcome is far from certain. Alright, that's our breakdown of SharpLink Gaming's latest filing. What's your take on these numbers and what they signal for the company's future? Do you think this crypto move is smart or risky? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more sharp insights into corporate filings. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.